arms across your chest. Don't tighten up your shoulder blades. Just perfect. Now, gently turn to the left. And look at the curve in the thoracic spine. And turn to the right. We're looking for any bits that are flat, any bits that don't look like they've got a nice curve. Go to the left again. And this time, patients on the table, I want you to pay attention to if one direction feels easier or harder to go to than the other. Does it feel easier or harder to go one way or the other? Okay, so pick the easy direction. Let's pick the easier one because that's more likely to be your normal. And I want you to lay your hands on part of the chest, the thorax, just like we did on each other. So just lay your hands along the rib cage. Yeah? Make sure your fingers are pointing down and the heels of your hands are up. So you're going to try and marry your hands to the shape of the ribs. Okay, perfect. And just slide your hands around so they're in the mid-axillary line. There you go. Ribs go around to the front as well. Don't squeeze. This isn't a toothpaste tube. You don't want it to pop. Keep your hands light. Now, rotate the easy way, patients, and see if you can feel those rings dance. They should move like a unit. You should feel some ribs anteriorly rotate, the other ones posteriorly rotate. And close your eyes to feel this if you like. There's more to feel than there is to see. And now turn the harder way, patients, whichever way you found harder. Now stay at the end of your harder rotation. And therapist, slide your hands all the way up the sides of the rib cage. You're looking for a ring that's on a place. You're looking for a ring that is shifted in a direction it shouldn't be, like a light switch on the wall. So slide your hands up and down and see if you can find it. Yeah, you'll find it'll be sticking out, right? Got one? Yeah, got one? No? And come back again. And come back again. And turn to the left again. Because it's a control problem. We can come back to here, drop your shoulder. Yeah, it's going out the other side. Go this way. Yeah, there. So what he does is he side bends to scoot away from it. So keep his shoulder there. Don't let him cheat. Have you got one? Got one? Okay, cool. Now, come back to the midline. Bring your awareness to that ring that didn't do the right thing. Feel it again. Just feel it a few times. And rotate to the stiff side. Feel it slide. To build a brain map, to build a new map for yourself, you need to repeat something 30 times. So if I just get you to do it once, then you'll learn a little bit. But if we just do this a few times now, 7 or 8 times, we just keep rotating, your ability to feel this will get easier and easier and easier. Now, once you're sure you can really feel it, okay, I got this ring. It is not dancing. It is just chilling out. It's a wallflower. It's doing nothing. Bring your patient or bring your partner back to center. Now, this is gentle, right? Think about unbending the knees of a fly, as Jeff Maitland would say. It's light traction, so a little bit of traction, a little bit of lift. And see if you can take that ring and make it line up with the ones above and below it. So you may need to just twist your hands a little bit to see if you can pull that ring back into a better place. Don't turn yet, don't turn yet. Now, once you think you've kind of got it lined up, so you're just unwinding it, just think about unwinding it. Hold it there, so, and now, patients, turn your stiff way again. Whoa, okay? And then come back. Let the ring go. Patients twist. Jam, jam, jam. Correct the ring. Stack it. Unwind it. So we have to stop treating the thorax as though it's one box. Think of it like 10 circles, 10 rings sitting on top of one another. And you can have one ring that's going the wrong way. Now often it gets more complicated than that. You can have 6 going to the left, 4 going to the right, 5 going to the right. There can be like 3 stacked on top of one another that are all doing wrong things. But essentially, if you've got what LJ calls a ring shift, a thoracic ring shift,
and that ring shift is your primary driver, then you have to figure out what is it that's pulling this ring out of alignment. And often it is imbalances in the erector spinae or imbalances in the oblique abdominals. One guy's firing more than the other. And again, it comes back to dyssynergies in the superficial and deep trunk core muscles. But it's not about core strengthening, right? It's not about giving them more gym ball work, giving more trunk stability stuff. That comes later. This stuff comes first. We want to align the wheels of the car. If the wheels on the car are not lined up and they're going in different directions, and you drive it really fast, something's going to wear out. So we want to line it up first, make it run like a smooth, efficient machine. Then we can drive it hard. Okay? But this is the rehab piece. This is the screening piece. This is the piece that when you intervene and you get your guys as healthy and as optimal and as efficient, they won't break down as fast. It just makes sense that they won't break down as much, right? But it's the screening piece where you start to pick up the problems before they become pain and/or injury. Okay?
What about, I mean, just seems to me the whole scapula, that's the whole shoulder there. It's got to start creating a lot of injuries as well. So your upper extremity injuries coming down that way.
Absolutely.
In terms of
Absolutely. So where I have been, notice I kept you down here. Right? So where we go when we start to look up in here in terms of the ring approach is that we would be feeling for second and third. All right, so Jim's second ring is shifted to the left, right? So it's more prominent on this left side forward, and his third ring is shifted to the right. So he's got two ring shifts up here. And I kept you away from this area because it just gets a little bit more prominent. So do you have a problem with one arm or the other, Jim? No? Okay, turn your head to the right for me, and turn your head to the left. Is one way more restricted than the other? To the left, okay? So left rotation, and that's likely the second ring shift. So if I stack his second and third rings, so now I take his second ring, correct the rotation, take his third ring, correct the rotation. I can feel C7 to see whether or not his neck lines up, and there's something up happening up higher. Turn your head to the left for me now. And then we're starting to go easier, much easier. So I take this out, boom. There goes the second ring, there goes his third ring, turn your head to the left, and it's stiffer, right? So now if we follow the integrated systems model through, I've got a driver here. His second ring is driving his limitation of left head rotation. So now we go into what we call vector analysis. So I start to as I correct the second ring, I want to pay attention to what is it that is stopping you? What is it that's pulling this thing out of alignment? And where it is it's behind his scapula, it's up high, and it is lateral. It is these fibers of serratus anterior right here. Exactly. Okay, so now I am on his second rib at the back. I am right up where serratus anterior is trying to insert into the scapula. So I'm way up in his armpit at the back.